Ahead than we ever been. I think to give the credit to our coaches, the endless hours of preparation they have done, starting since we got back in January. We had a dinner last night honoring our guys' fourth quarter. Tommy Moffitt and his staff have done a tremendous job getting our guys bigger, stronger, and faster. They're prepared. We've done a lot of football school work, and we hit the ground running today. I really like the direction of our offense. They spread the ball around. They moved the ball to the receivers, got the ball to our playmakers in space, and they made plays. Our receivers had a good day. Joe Burrow and Miles Brennan had a good day today. On defense, Apu Aka was outstanding. And I know he was going against the second team, but he had a dominating day. We didn't have pads, but he was dominating. So did Derek Stingley. I thought Derek Stingley had a tremendous day. There was a lot of speed on the field. Our coaches are a lot further ahead than they were this time last spring. Special teams, we worked on punt. We worked on different punt returners. Derek Stingley is one of the guys. We see our young guys, our athletes. I thought that they was in good shape and ready to go today. A lot of energy. Any questions?
You talked about Ed, about how the quarterbacks did. What did you hope to see with the new assistant coach on offense, and what things did you get to see that you like?
Spreading the ball around, running out run-pass options, making the right reads. I remember going to 7-on-7. I said, Dave, what do you think? He said, the quarterback knows exactly where to go with the ball. And those guys are prepared. I think, last year we didn't have Joe with us at this time, so having Joe there, and obviously we can't touch him or nothing like that. He's still nursing his injury, but I thought we did good. The addition of Joe Brady and the way him and Steve Ensminger are working is fantastic. This is a new offense from last year. You're going to see it. We spread the ball around, different formations, and I thought they were on fire today. I thought they really did a good job. Jamar Chase also had a good day. Stephon Sullivan looked good at some tight end. They were playing some at tight end. It looked really good. T.K. McClendon had some good catches at tight end. I thought he looked really good.
With Caleb Vaughn running through some drills like that, how did he look, and what's it mean to have him come back?
No, yeah, he's looked good. I mean, he's really looked good in the little drills that we can do him. We're going to keep him out of contact, but it gives us confidence that we need it in the pass rush. I think he's going to have an excellent year. We're going to keep him out of contact all spring, though, and he won't be in contact next August.
Ed, because you probably have less questions this spring at the start of last spring, has it enabled you to look at putting more new things because you have less questions to answer about personnel?
Exactly. We're further ahead. We have an excellent plan between Steve Ensminger and Joe Brady. We have two smart quarterbacks in Joe and Miles. They do a tremendous job of studying all the time. Our guys have been working endless hours on offense to get this thing done, and they were prepared today.
What kind of effect has Joe Brady had on Joe Burrow so far?
Steve still coaches the quarterbacks, but we're implementing the run-pass options that Joe brought in. We implemented the Saints passing game that Joe brought in, so it's a big effect. And, anytime you show Drew Brees running a route, the guys get motivated. Our guys believe in Joe. They believe in Steve. I think it's a tremendous combination.
How's Christian Fulton's rehab coming along?
Yeah, it's good. He won't practice at all this spring, but he's doing good. I tell you what, we had some Calvin Joseph and Derek Stingley looked excellent at corner out there today. I mean, I was really impressed with those guys.
Dear Rosenthal and Charles Turner working on the offensive line.
Yeah.
Corey Savage, defensive line. What you kind of see moving those guys around?
Improvement. I see Derek's had a good offseason improvement. He played defensive line mostly and some offensive line. I think he has a chance to be a really good player, but he has a ways to go. Charles is quick, really quick, still light. We originally signed him as a center. I moved him to tight end, and I think he gained like 25 pounds. So we put him back in there, but he still has a ways to go.
Derek guard, is that kind of?
Yeah, Derek's playing guard. He can play guard or tackle.
Can you talk about the importance of keeping your staff together? You got to wait till you're in the contract right now. Just keep your staff together.
Yes, continuity, trust. We hit the ground running. We don't have long staff meetings. I give them the plan. We might be there in 15 minutes. They meet offense, defense, and special teams. They get it done. They work all day. We work as a unit. We're one family. We know each other. We know what to expect. I think we're a lot further ahead than we've ever been.
Because he's been such a voice on the field the last couple of years, what's it like the first practice without Devin White, and kind of who's filling that void in practice?
You know, although Devin was fantastic for us, you know, and stuff like that, you got to move on. You know, you got to move on. Now, you know, Jacob Phillips is not out there. But, you know, a guy that I'm impressed with is Damone Clark. He has come along. He's had an excellent offseason, big, strong, fast, and physical. Patrick Queen. I think those guys are going to be pretty good linebackers. I really do. Do we miss Devin? Yes. Do we miss Gritty? Yes.
Coach Grant Delpit wearing 7.
Yeah.
Can you speak to that?
Well, it's a better choice than I made last year, so good job. He came up to me, wanted to wear 7, and deservedly so. I think he's one of the best players in the country. He deserves 7. He's a great character, great family. I think he's going to wear it well.
Phillips, is he fine out there? I mean,
Who's that?
Jacob Phillips is.
Yeah.
What's kind of his status?
Yeah, he's not going to practice. He won't have any contact. You know, he didn't have a helmet on today. Now, he could run around, but he won't be ready to go to August.
How excited are you where you're starting right now with Joe Burrow? Now that he's kind of got those growing pains out of the way,
Yeah.
what he can do this year?
Yeah, you know, we can put a lot on him. You know, Joe's tough. Joe can make decisions. We're doing a lot of things at the line of scrimmage. Let him check out the plays. Let him handle the offense. In a lot of situations, we're going hurry up. So Joe's smart. He can do it. And we run the football with him. We ran a couple of read options with Joe today. He did a tremendous job.
What are you going to see from Chris Curry and Tate Provins this spring?
Yeah, you know, I need them to step up. I need them to play SEC type football. And both of them last year did a good job. I think they need to raise the level of play. I think both of them are capable of being good SEC backs.
Those last 3 or 4 games with Joe this year, were things just slowing down, you think, for him, or what do you think was the reason for success as opposed to?
I think so. I think, you know, getting the grasp of the offense, running him more. You know, we couldn't run him at the beginning of the year because, well, Miles Brennan was hurt. We really had one scholarship quarterback that was healthy. You're going to see us run him more. I want to play Miles next year. I think Miles is going to be a great quarterback. I think all those things will help.
Yeah, you have Rashard and Braden are still
Yeah.
injured, and then you have some guys transfer out. I guess, how are you feeling about your defensive line numbers for this spring?
Well, we're a little thin, yeah, but, you know, I'm glad that Rashard came back. I do believe Braden is going to practice some this spring. We'll see that. Nelson Jenkins is coming along. Tyler Shelvin's in good shape. Apuaka looked fantastic today. Glenn Logan's had a good offseason. So I think we're going to have 5 or 6 that can play at any time. Feel good about it.
Who do you want to see out of Miles Brennan this year,
Yeah.
or excuse me, this spring?
You know, I saw something in the 4th quarter from Miles. Miles gained 11 or 12 pounds. Miles took a leadership role. He was out there calling the team out, working hard, coming in, working on his own, studying film. I want to see him act like and work like the championship quarterback that I know he can, and he's done that. I think he's probably one of the few guys that we would call elite in the 4th quarter. If we had to call one elite, it'd be Miles.
Thaddeus Moss.
Yeah.
Out there today. Update on him, his progress so far?
Yeah, he's about 50-50. You know, he can do some things, can't do some other things. But, you know, he's a good athlete. He can catch the football, and as soon as he's ready, man, we're going to use him. So was Jamal Pettigrew. He's in a gold shirt, and he can't do all the contact work and stuff, but he's coming along also.
You could share some of the other elite guys from the 4th quarter program with you.
Damone Clark, Michael Divinity, Grant Delpit. You know, it's talking off the top of my head. I think Sadiq Charles has had a great offseason. Lloyd Cushenberry is always solid. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, obviously. I think our receivers are in better condition this 4th quarter than they ever been. They get more reps at practice. I think they're taking a liking to Joe and Mickey. Terrence Marshall, Jamar Chase is in better shape. So,
Have you been given any indication that Ed Ingram's situation could be resolved? Any?
yeah, you know, that's for those guys to handle. That's an administration deal. So But you know what? I hope it does get resolved. I think Ed's a great young man. And as soon as it gets resolved, I'd like to have him back on the team if it does get resolved.